welcome back to Krista's Kitchen. So today we're going to be making some squash casserole. Now this is normally something that I would just make for like Thanksgiving or Easter or something where you're going to have a lot of people eating. And I'm not sure why, I just don't make it a lot during routine weeknight meals or, well, weekend meals for today. But I figured this would go perfect with our chicken tonight, and I have a little bit of quiet time with the kiddos in their room and take a nap. So I figured we'd use up the squash we have and we'll do it together. So I'm gonna move y'all a little bit closer and show y'all just how easy squash casserole is. Hey y'all, so we've got just a little bit of butter melting down into the pan. We've got the oven preheating to 350. We're going to let this butter melt down, and then we're going to add our one medium onion. It's sliced really thin, just so the onions kind of melt away in the casserole. And then sliced pretty thin our squash that we're going to put down in the pan and cook down too. This will cook down a lot. Squash has a lot of water in it, so it will kind of shrink down, almost like spinach, but not quite to that effect. But it will shrink down considerably. So we're going to go ahead and toss in our onions now that our butter's starting to get bubbly. That piece is a little bit bigger than I expected, but it'll be okay. As even as you can get everything, will cook better. We're just going to let those cook for a few minutes before we add the squash into it. Okay, y'all. So we're going to add in all of our squash. And just stir this around. And don't be worried, it's going to cook down. We're just going to cook this until it's basically like a light translucent color. In just a few minutes we're going to cover it and let it kind of steam itself. But right now we just want it to get heated up and start cooking down as we toss it around. I'm also shredding some Colby Jack cheese as this cooks. Now I'm just using about a block, and I like the Colby Jack, it's just my favorite, but really any kind of cheddar mix I find works well. If you like a smoky kind of flavor, you can go for a Gouda. Or even like a salty kind of tang, then you can do like a Parmesan in with it. But I definitely think you need the cheddar as the main cheese of choice. Maybe just add in a third of whatever your alternative or your additive cheese for a little more flavor, or if you want to change it up a little bit. Okay, y'all, so we had to take a break for just a minute, but as you can see, our squash has cooked all down, and it's mostly translucent. This is what we're looking for. We have a few pieces in here that aren't quite done, but you see all of this extra water that it's creating? We want to drain that off. And you can just kind of tilt your pan to the side and drain it off, or you can even put it through a colander. But I'm going to bring it over here to the sink, drain off that water, and then we're going to add in our seasonings and get ready to add our cheese and stuff and move it to the oven to really get the yummy part going. And you don't have to get it all, you just want to get as much as you can so that our casserole is not going to be mushy and watery. I'm going to get a few of these last little like darker pieces towards the bottom just so they can get a little more heat and pull out any water if they're going to do that. And now comes the fun part. We're going to add in some garlic. And like I told y'all, this is so stinking simple. But like maybe a clove or two of garlic. So, I mean, y'all know I love garlic. So about a teaspoon. And then just a little bit of seasoned salt. Now, my preference is usually Lowry's, but I don't have any right now because the grocery store was out when I went, so I have some Morton's. And since I don't use this a lot, I'm going to kind of taste as I go. And with you making it for the first time, that's what you want to do anyway. That's just a good practice anyway, is to taste as you go. Because you want, even though this doesn't taste like what it's going to taste like, the final product, you want to make sure it's seasoned well. But we're going to be adding cheese to this, so you know the salt level is going to increase also. So you don't want it too salty, especially at this point, because then you're going to have a very, very, very salty end product. Now, I love pepper in this dish, so I will be a little pepper heavy. You might not want as much pepper. Just go for your preference. For some reason, I just feel like this dish is meant to be peppery, so I put more pepper in it. Look, we're already creating some more water. Okay. And taste a little bite and see, seasoning-wise, where we're at. Definitely need some more seasoning. So we're going to do one more little taste test and see how we're doing. So a little more pepper and just a little bit more seasoning. I'm running out of pepper. Alright. And next we have the even more fun part. So we get to add the cheese. And y'all saw that I shredded up a block of Colby Jack, and then on the very top I'll top it with just a little bit of shredded cheddar. But you see this little bit of water in here? That's not terrible. It's not bad. It's not going to hurt our finished product, but as much of the water you can get out as you can, try and get it out. So we're going to scoot this up so we can put our pan right here in front of us. I'm going to spray it just to help with some of the sticking. Alright, I'm going to grab the cheese. I'm not sure if y'all can hear the kittens. They're mad because I've blocked them off from the kitchen and they want to come in. Have some cheese overboard. And just mix this around and try and get it kind of evenly dispersed, but it does not have to be perfect. All right. And look at how much less, like we were talking about before, it's going to be so much less than that original mound, even with adding the onions and the garlic and everything to it. Alright. Sprinkle this with cheese on the top. We're going to cover it with some aluminum foil. And it's going in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. And then in those last few minutes, I'm going to pull the foil off the top and just turn on the broiler so we can get the top of it nice and pretty, brown, bubbly cheesiness. And we'll dig all in. I'll see y'all back in about 30 minutes. Okay, y'all, so the squash casserole is all done. It's cooled off and just got a little bit plated up. You see how cheesy it is and nice and peppery. But we're gonna get dinner all made and put together, and we'll see y'all back next time.